Forgiveness offers everything I want. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God, and they belong to me eternally. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Hello, I'm Willie from the Ozarks, and we are ready for lesson 122 in A Course in Miracles workbook for students. We're reading from the original edition here on Tuesday, May the 2nd of 2023. Lesson 122, Forgiveness offers everything I want. What could you want forgiveness cannot give? Do you want peace? Forgiveness offers it. Do you want happiness, a quiet mind, a certainty of purpose, and a sense of worth and beauty that transcends the world? Do you want care and safety and the warmth of sure protection always? Do you want a quietness that cannot be disturbed, a gentleness that can never be hurt, a deep abiding comfort and a rest so perfect it can never be upset? All this forgiveness offers you, and more. It sparkles in your eyes as you awake and gives you joy with which to meet the day. It soothes your forehead while you sleep and rests upon your eyelids, so you see no dreams of fear and evil, malice and attack. And when you wake again, it offers you another day of happiness and peace. All this forgiveness offers you, and more. Forgiveness lets the veil be lifted up which hides the face of Christ from those who look with unforgiving eyes upon the world. Again, forgiveness lets the veil be lifted up which hides the face of Christ from those who look with unforgiving eyes upon the world. It lets you recognize the Son of God and clears your memory of all dead thoughts so that remembrance of your Father can arise across the threshold of your mind. What would you want forgiveness cannot give? What gifts but these are worthy to be sought? What fancied value, trivial effect, or transient promise, never to be kept, can hold more hope than what forgiveness brings? Why would you seek an answer other than the answer that will answer everything? Here is the perfect answer given to imperfect questions, meaningless requests, half-hearted willingness to hear, and less than halfway diligence and partial trust. Here is the answer. Seek for it no more. You will not find another one instead. God's plan for your salvation cannot change, nor can it fail. Be thankful it remains exactly as He planned it. Changelessly it stands before you, like an open door with warmth and welcome, calling from beyond the doorway, bidding you to enter in and make yourself at home where you belong. Make yourself at home where you belong. Here is the answer. Would you stand outside while all of heaven waits for you within? Forgive and be forgiven. There's your answer. That's why forgiveness offers everything you want. Forgive and be forgiven. As you give, you will receive. There is no plan but this for the salvation of the Son of God. Let us today rejoice that this is so. For here we have an answer clear and plain, beyond deceit in its simplicity. All the complexities the world has spun of fragile cobwebs disappear before the power and the majesty of this extremely simple statement of the truth. Here is the answer. Do not turn away in aimless wandering again. Accept salvation now. It is the gift of God and not the world. The world can give no gifts of any value to a mind which has received what God has given as its own. God wills salvation be received today, and that the intricacies of your dreams no longer hide their nothingness from you. Open your eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and of peace. Open your eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and of peace. Open your eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and of peace. Forgiveness is the means by which it comes to take the place of hell. You get that? One more time, really get this. Open your eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and of peace. Forgiveness is the means by which it comes to take the place of hell. In quietness it rises up to greet your open eyes and fill your heart with deep tranquility as ancient truths forever newly born arise in your awareness. What you will remember then can never be described, yet your forgiveness offers it to you. Remembering the gifts forgiveness gives, we undertake our practicing today with hope and faith that this will be the day salvation will be ours. Earnestly and gladly will we seek for it today, aware we hold the key within our hands, the key to forgiveness, accepting heaven's answer to the hell we made, but where we would remain no more. We make a new choice for forgiveness. Morning and evening do we gladly give a quarter of an hour to the search in which the end of hell is guaranteed. Begin in hopefulness, for we have reached the turning point at which the road becomes far easier, and now the way is short that yet we travel. We are close indeed to the appointed ending of the dream. Sink into happiness as you begin these practice periods, for they hold out the sure reward of questions answered and what your acceptance of the answer brings. Today it will be given you to feel the peace forgiveness offers and the joy the lifting of the veil holds out to you. Before the light you will receive today, the world will fade until it disappears. And you will see another world arise you have no words to picture. Now we walk directly into light, and we receive the gifts which have been held in store for us since time began. Kept waiting for today, forgiveness offers everything you want. Today, all things you want are given you. Let not your gifts recede throughout the day as you return again to meet a world of shifting change and bleak appearances. Retain your gifts in clear awareness as you see the changeless in the heart of change, the light of truth beyond appearances. Be tempted not to let your gifts slip by and drift into forgetfulness, but hold them firmly in your mind by your attempts to think of them at least a minute as each quarter of an hour passes by. Remind yourself how precious are those gifts with this reminder, which has power to hold your gifts in your awareness through the day. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God, and they belong to me eternally. Okay, isn't that just a beautiful, beautiful, I see a wise old man, that a young man that's looking for the right road to travel in life comes to him, says, "Which way to go, old man? You seem like you're a wise one," with a smile on your face. And he says, forgiveness offers everything I want. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. Yesterday's lesson. Okay, let's go take a look at our text reading. We're ready for the testimony of miracles, which is Roman numeral 6. in chapter 13, From Perception to Knowledge. And I'm sitting here at the Arch Park here in downtown St. Louis. There's the arch right there. And Jessica and I are just sitting on the side of in the park. And I thought, well, here's a nice shady spot. I'll just share with the people I like to share the Course in Miracles devotion. And if you guys haven't got this, you probably understand that I'm trying to use a Course in Miracles, and that's what it's told us that we could use it for, to ascend, to awaken. And so we just do it every day. And I try to make our little concise little class to get through the course in a year to be something that you could actually do as a family, with your brothers and sisters, and actually help each other. So anyway, just wanted to make that clear, that I try to do this as like something for families, that kids can learn, that parents can teach their children these principles. So tune in with me from that perspective if you'd like. We talked about sunflowers yesterday, and I want to tell you about another one, and this one's out of the Baker Creek Heirloom seed catalog, and it's the Mammoth gray striped sunflower, and it's also probably a Heliantgos annuus, the sunflowers, and it's the Mammoth gray striped. This standard giant variety produces delicious seeds. The 10-foot plants produce heads that average 12 inches across, a stately garden plant. So there, your Mammoth gray stripe. We've all seen the little gray striped seeds. Okay, and then what's going on around the world? Well, we've got Baby Day, May 2nd, Tuesday, 2023, Baby Day. Brother and Sisters Day. Might tell your brother and sister that you love them. Childhood Depression Awareness Day. Any child that's not laughing, and I told someone yesterday, my children are my greatest teachers. She was saying, well, it's a long story, but I heard someone talking about how that they sometimes got impatient with their children. And I said, well, they're our greatest teachers, and they had to agree. Foster Care Day, International Harry Potter Day, International Scurvy Awareness Day. Maybe we should call that Severe Vitamin C Deficiency Day. We don't want to get anywhere close to that. National Concert Day, and matter of fact, the opposite of that. Vitamin C has a huge amount of benefits to the human body. National Concert Day, National Fire Day, National Golf Day, National Life Insurance Day, National Play Your Ukulele Day, or if you got a guitar or whatever you play. National Truffles Day, Take a Baby to Lunch Day, World Asthma Day, and World Tuna Day. And sitting here, when we came up to this little place to sit down, there was a mother duck, and she left with her little babies behind her. Anyway, they may show back up. Okay, well, let's go take a look at our reading. The Testimony of Miracles, paragraph 47. Yes, you are blessed indeed, yet in this world you do not know it, but you have the means for learning it and seeing it quite clearly. The Holy Spirit uses logic as easily and as well as does the ego, except that his conclusions are not insane. They take a direction exactly opposite, pointing as clearly to heaven as the ego points to darkness and to death. We have followed much of the ego's logic and have seen its logical conclusions. And having seen them, we have realized that they cannot be seen but in illusions, for there alone their seeming clearness seems to be clearly seen. Let us not turn away from them and follow the simple logic. Let us now turn away from them. Let's back it up. Having seen them, we have realized that they cannot be seen but in illusions, for there alone their seeming clearness seems to be clearly seen. Let us now turn away from them and follow the simple logic which the Holy Spirit teaches you, the simple conclusions that speak for truth and only truth. So we're going to follow the simple logic of reason of the Holy Spirit. If you are blessed and do not know it, you need to learn it must be so. If you are blessed and do not know it, you need to learn it must be so. The knowledge is not taught, but its conditions must be acquired, for it is they that have been thrown away. You can learn to bless and cannot give what you have not. If then you offer blessing, it must have come first to yourself, and you must also have accepted it as yours, for how else could you give it away? That is why your miracles offer you the testimony that you are blessed. If what you offer is complete forgiveness, you must have let guilt go, accepting the atonement for yourself and learning you are guiltless. How could you learn what has been done for you, but which you do not know, unless you do what you would have to do if it had been done unto you? So let's look at that sentence again. How could you learn what has been done for you, but which you do not know, unless you do what you would have to do if it had been done unto you? Indirect proof of truth is needed in a world made of denial and without direction. You will perceive the need for this if you will realize that to deny is the decision not to know. The logic of the world must therefore lead to nothing, for its goal is nothing. If you decide to have and give and be nothing except a dream, you must direct your thoughts unto oblivion. And if you have and give and are everything, and all this has been denied, your thought system is closed off and wholly separated from the truth. This is an insane world, and do not underestimate the actual extent of its insanity. There is no area of your perception that it has not touched, and your dream is sacred to you. That is why God placed the Holy Spirit in you where you placed the dream. Wow. Paragraph 51. Seeing is always outward. Were your thoughts wholly of you, the thought system which you made would be forever dark. The thoughts which the mind of God's Son projects have all the power that He gives to them. The thoughts He shares with God are beyond His belief, but those He made are His belief. And it is these and not the truth that He has chosen to defend and love. They will not be taken from Him, but they can be given up by Him, for the source of their undoing is in Him. There is nothing in the world to teach Him that the logic of the world is totally insane and leads to nothing. Listen to that sentence again. There is nothing in the world to teach Him that the logic of the world is totally insane and leads to nothing, because it's completely, it's a logical system at its level. But look at the foundation. What was it based on? Separation or unity? Yet in Him who made this insane logic, there is one who knows it leads to nothing, for He knows everything. The Holy One inside, the Holy Spirit, the Christ. Any direction which will lead you where the Holy Spirit leads you not goes nowhere. Anything you deny which He knows to be true, you have denied yourself. And He must therefore teach you not to deny it. Undoing is indirect, as doing is. Undoing is indirect, as doing is. You were created only to create, neither to see nor do. These are but indirect expressions of the will to live, which has been blocked by the capricious and unholy whim of death and murder that your father shared not with you. You have set yourselves the task of sharing what cannot be shared, and while you think it possible to learn to do this, you will not believe all that is possible to learn to do. While you think it possible to learn to do this, you will not believe all that is possible to learn to do. In the last paragraph, 53, the Holy Spirit therefore must begin his teaching by showing you what you can never learn. His message is not indirect, but he must introduce the simple truth into a thought system which has become so twisted and so complex that you cannot see that it means nothing. He merely looks at its foundation and dismisses it. But you, who cannot undo what you have made, nor escape the heavy burden of its dullness that lies upon your minds, cannot see through it. It deceives you because you chose to deceive yourselves. Those who chose to be deceived will merely attack direct approaches. Those who choose to be deceived will merely attack direct approaches, which would seem but to encroach upon deception. Wow, that is a lot, and we could have taken a long time to talk about it, but see, that's kind of what I always thought would be a really nice thing to be able to do. Ducks out there? Okay, I guess the ducks are out here, Jessica's saying. I'm going to slide over here out of the way, and maybe you can see them. I wanted to... Ducks probably more fun than me. Okay, there you go. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God, and they belong to me eternally. Forgiveness offers everything I see, and forgiveness offers everything I want to see and hear. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God, and they belong to me eternally. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God, and they belong to me eternally. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Try to tell yourself that little idea today. Try to do the best you can every 15 minutes, he says, to tell yourself. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God, and they belong to me eternally. Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God, and they belong to me eternally.